Hi guys, I wanted to jump on real quick to do a short little video for you to add on to the video I did regarding numbers and synchronicities. So the crazy thing is that I had been putting on hold for a couple weeks doing any videos because I was diving really deep into the new program that Sophia created regarding the inner child. I'm going to do a video on that one because it's been amazing. Her two programs that really have made some huge changes in my life. So I want to just kind of go over some things I've learned and what happened with me during that reading the program. I don't know, going through the program, I guess. I don't like calling going through the package. I don't know. I don't like the program. That sounds bad. But anyways, so I want to jump on here because again, I'm not a person who, I shouldn't say I don't channel. I think I just have a block to it. But I definitely get guided, and I just get messages in my head and guidance to do things, and when I don't, it keeps happening and happening and happening. So I was continuously guided and reminded to keep working on my videos for those that, are on the same journey as me and I feel like it's almost like talking to somebody who's going through this crazy experience, who you resonate with better than other people, because not everybody is on the same path, where I think we're all on the same journey, but different paths. So, and depending on your background, and like I said, I'm not a big religious person, and it's, YouTube is so flooded with most twin flames that are very religious, and so it was a struggle for me. But anyways, totally sidetracked. So I finally did what I was guided to do, was do some more videos. I need to get them posted. And so the very next day that I did the video of synchronicities and numbers, I got called to a license plate like I typically do. And like I stated before, my other video was that 747 was my DMs, like a number for me, a personal number for me, that represents him. So I saw it and I was like, oh, that's awesome, thank you. And the other thing I did want to mention too, because two things I think I didn't mention in the video that I really feel are important, and I don't know if I mentioned them, was that the other thing you want to do is when you see a number that is specifically personal to you, I feel more so than, like, say, the double digits, is one, what were you thinking at that moment when you saw that number? Or two, like, is there a song that's on the radio? Are you listening to a reader that's saying something? Because, it happens to me all the time. Today I had one. I should have gotten my notes out, but there was, and it's 7:47 right now. And I was going to say is, I saw my DMs, 7:47 today, and she said, your DM is struggling right now, but he's progressing on the journey. And it's crazy that, it's synchronicities like that happen. So it's more than just numbers. I mean, you will keep getting leveled up and leveled up and leveled up. You'll start seeing that there's way more to, than just seeing numbers. So really truly feel like, ask yourself, what were you just thinking about, or what comes to mind when you see it? It's not just that, it reminding you, yes, you're in a twin flame relationship, or twin flame journey, and yes, that's your DM, but there's more to it than that, and you'll see that as you progress. So I looked over and I was like, oh great, 7:47, yes, thank you. And like I said, I think it was actually a song, because it was yesterday, not today. Today was the reader talking. But so I took a picture, and I do take pictures once in a while, and disclaimer, not safe. I do it way too much while I'm driving, but there's just certain combinations that I want to remember or want to see, or whatever. So I took a picture. I was actually stopped at a stoplight, so this one was good. And it's funny because all I saw was 7:47, and I'm like, oh, that's so funny. I guess it's kind of like a, yay, you did your video, thank you. Well, when I went back and looked at the picture, it was crazy. The license plate was 7, which our numbers are 777, we represents us, that the one he knows about too. And my initials, if I were to marry him, so the 7, my initials if we got married, 747. Like, you can't, and then it gets better. When I looked at the picture, there was a bus stop bench behind the car that I was taking a picture of, and the phone number was 333-3333. Crazy things. That's what I'm talking about. So I have been trying to email myself the picture that I took so that I could show you guys. So it hasn't come through yet. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. So what I'm going to do is I'll drop it in one of the description box or, you know, the comment box so you guys can see the image, because I just think it's crazy. Like, what's the likelihood of that I would ever see that combination? You know, and things like that happen all the time. The other thing I wanted to share with you was one time, this was a couple years ago, right at the very beginning of my journey when I was really struggling. And long story short, my DM, we met skating when we were teenagers. And so it has always been our dream to open up a skating rink for a long time. And it's funny because I didn't realize, I believe it's part of my mission, and I'm going to make it my mission, is that I've always wanted to open up a skating rink to help young children who, because of my situation, going through a very horrific divorce with domestic violence, my children really suffered, and I fought really, really hard that no matter what, I mean, sometimes people would give me grief because I'd give my kids their birthday parties like 6 months, 8 months later. Really? Like, I'm a single mom that has nothing. I had to walk away from a marriage with no money. You know, and the fact that I'm able to still give my child, that it was important enough to give my child a birthday, because I feel every child needs that. And I really saw the difference of the things that happen with my children, and that I want to be able to do things like with the skating rink is to give free birthday parties to children who are in a domestic violence situation, going through a really bad divorce, because I feel like with children, you need one day a year, your birthday, that is all you. And I truly feel that if we, as Twin Flames, help the youth and we help the young children now, that they turn into better adults. Like, it's going to be really hard to, I don't want to say hard, more difficult to change an adult now than if we turn around youth now. And I just feel like it's a domino effect, because if we help one youth, they become a better person, and then they help more people. And, you know, like if you think of a child who goes bad because they either had bad behavior because of they needed attention or whatever, they cause damage to somebody else, they end up in the jail system, you know, whatever. So I really feel like it's a huge ripple effect if we help our youth. So it has always been a goal of mine to do that for the youth, you know, with my skating rink, is to give free birthday parties, because that I feel like is just a huge thing to do for a young child. So anyways, so we always wanted to call our skating rink Jams, because his name is James, my name is Michelle, so JNM, and then Z, you know, because it just sounds, you know, Jams. So that's the name we've always had for many, many, many years. So one day, a few years ago, when I first started my journey and was having a really tough day, I was guided to go to the 99-cent store. Didn't need anything, don't know why, and it was I mean, sometimes, you know, the universe and spirits can be just relentless on, I swear sometimes my you know, guides or whatever, just like, she finally, dumbass, you finally got it. I feel like I hear that a lot. Anyways, they were relentless about, I needed to go. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go, I'll figure out, I'll buy some groceries for the kids, you know, whatever. So I go, and I was guided to this aisle. I'm like, okay, apparently I need cat food or silverware or something, I don't know. So I went, and let me tell you, I'm gonna have to post a picture, because I did take a picture of it, and this is many years ago, so I need to find it. Is there were ceramic letters, and in the box on display was J-A-M and a backwards S that looked like a Z. It spelled out Jams. That was the letters on the display. Why? I don't know. But let me tell you, that was a huge sync for me back then when I was questioning my, you know, my journey and questioning our connection. Crazy. So I'm just telling you that it's not just about the numbers. I mean, they always get leveled up. There's more syncs to them. So I will include in the description box because I want you guys to see them. The other thing I want to make sure, I don't know if I ever, because I don't want to be like one of those, you know, that didn't tell the whole story, is I think I mentioned about my DM's license plate, what his number was, and the number that I used to see for represent myself. And I don't know if I told you or not, I just want to make sure I did, but it was basically his area code for the city that he's in and the area code that the city I'm in, because that's our huge issue for us, is we live in different cities, and he's stuck in the city he's in because of his job. And it's very interesting because of Sophia and the package, the new intense program that she just came out with that I've been working on, I finally had an aha moment of the exact issue with his work situation is exactly my inner child wounds. So I want to do a video on that because the connecting the dots was insane. And I never, ever, ever without Sophia would have realized that's his and my huge issue. That's what keeps causing us to separate. Well, you know, of course, twin flame journey, but you know what I mean? Like that's our 3D huge issue, huge issue. And that's my absolute same problem with my dad, or that I had when I was a child. So I am going to dive deep and continue to do my inner child work. And let me tell you, I've been doing it and doing it. I've been hitting the books, hitting it hard. And I'm really seeing a difference, really seeing a difference. And I just hope that it can help somebody else out there like it's helped me. So I'll have some more videos coming up, but until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.